for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to fire one deep over them. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Giants ready to come out now. In motion, the tight end play. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Ryan. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down now after the pass completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Caleb Sturgis now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On 1st and 10, Brissett. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Everson Griffin. In there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Here we go.
Second down, Brissett. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Sharp. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
3 yards to go on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On second down, Ryan trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll go again to McCoy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man right side. It's Sharp. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Room to run past midfield. The 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the first quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognizes
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, just depending on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, yeah.
Here we go.
Brissett now on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. 30, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Now Brissett looking deep downfield. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he'll actually lose about 7 yards on the return, but they have possession of the football on the turnover. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Ryan. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Now Ryan on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So now it's 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Off the play fake, here's Ryan. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. So that'll back him up 5. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep to return it is Lucky Whitehead. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And now out come the Giants. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio!
And an alley to run. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points. Bailey now for the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Bailey now to kick this one away. To return, it's DeAndre Washington. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
So while the offense has had a big day, no one on that side of the ball is excited about seeing a loss like that. Their goal, to make every play positive. And when you have a bad one like that, your next goal is to not let it spiral into more.
On second down, here's Ryan. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a third down. Here's Kamara. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes, just usually a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, he's able to pick up the first down.
On second down, Kamara. And some room to roam now. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Sturgis on to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Let's go.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Being chased out left. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a third down.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he is down deep into Giant territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. In the red zone this time. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. That's caught. It's Thomas. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. They come out here in the eye. They'll run it with Kamara, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Point after now from Sturgis. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Cameron Hayward in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A second down throw for Brissett. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emerson Griffin in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. It's a 69-yard punt. 69 yards. Wow. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And some room to work. And he's brought down after a good gain. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Ryan now off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Dallas. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. That one 28 yards on the ground. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move. But oftentimes this will use a running back, a fullback, someone who's used to having the ball in their hands, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the shotgun, Ryan. And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that lead will move from 20 up now to 23. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This one fielded at the 5.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. One of the longest punts in the last decade or so, 80-plus yards. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super toe.
And, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. From the gun, Ryan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. A good pickup there, 22. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And now a first down following that long gain. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So we've got a 2nd and 5. Again, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Again, this is Kamara. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tono Passigno in there to get him for a loss of 5. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Toss play, Kamara. They find some open field here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down and needing long yardage to try and pick up a 1st down. And they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down. But guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long, he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Now a pitch out to Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Now it's Ryan. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. New York set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it. One
of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Let's go!
Out of his end zone, Brissett. Flushed out right. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Second down, 9 yards to go. Kamara. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now a toss. Kamara left side. Shrugs him off. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in a zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second down and 4.
Get up!
On the ground, this is Kamara. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Got to be feeling confident they're going to get off the schneid. An old coach told me he calls this a relief win. 0-3 would have been bad. You get to 1-2, you feel a lot better, don't you?
That is so true, and you feel better about yourself. You think to yourself, okay, we're still in the playoff hunt. We're not out of it at 0-3. But the other part, too, it leads to doubt about your system, leads to doubt about your coaches. They don't have to worry about that now. They can move forward.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now Kamara, and an alley to run. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And this looks to probably be the final play. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Dallas, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponent.